What is going on, Slip Joint Manifesto? How are we tonight? Just about an hour ago or so, I posted a picture of the Rough Rider teardrop jack in Buckshot bone and pretty much just said, wow, this knife's really impressive, especially for the price. And Brian Smith, if I'm not mistaken, asked me to do a short review, if you will. Now, I don't review knives. I basically review bourbon. But let's give this a shot. And so Rough Rider knives, as everybody knows, and I'm sure everybody knows, but if you don't know, that they are budget slip joint knives. And they are owned by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They have some designers that work there that work with Rough Rider knives. And I don't think I've ever seen one above $20. They're a love and hate relationship in the slip joint community. Either you love them or you hate them. I'm really, really happy that for the most part they're well perceived in this group because I am not a rich man and I love them. I think for what you pay for and the quality, it is second to none. Now, the reason why I love this knife so much, and particularly this one, if you're not a fan of Rough Rider knives, I suggest you purchase this one and give it a shot. You're not going to be out much money because this retails for $14.99. This knife's $14.99 at smkw.com. That's where I buy my knives. And you kind of, I think it's kind of cool that you can buy it straight from like the guy that owns Rough Rider knives, or they bought them, which is cool. Shipping's a little much, so if you're $14.99, they charge you like $7 shipping. So for around $20, $21, you get a decent knife. Now, what I like about this is, first of all, the Buckshot handle. This is real bone, and then they texturize it, and it looks like. Let's see if we can get some depth on there. You can see it actually. It feels like it got shot with Buckshot, right? It has the 20-year shield, Rough Rider shield, close up. My camera's not very good for this close-up business, but I think it's cool. It has a diamond shield on it. Slant R nickel-plated bolsters, which is really cool. You get a lot of good materials, actually, on a $20 knife, and that's with shipping. So you get real bone, real textured bone, and I don't see anybody else doing like unique stuff. This is unique, and that's why I bought it. And I'm going to give you like a small detail, another reason why I bought it, and I really like it. First, it does come with a half stop. Boom, half stop. And then listen to the snap. Listen to the snap, because they're snappy. That's a snappy knife. That's a snappy knife, and I like that. I've never used this knife and felt unsafe in my hands. I never felt like it was going to come down and bite me a little bit. I love it. It's snappy. Now, it does have a kind of two-sided. There's like an etched side in matte black. Or matte black, in like this matted kind of like etching. If you see it right there, you can kind of see where they like put it on the knife. Let me get my little black pamphlet here. You can see there, and then on the other side, it's a mirror polish. So it's like flat here, says Rough Rider, then mirror polish on the other side. Let me wipe that off so I can get my fingerprints off of it. For you guys that are interested. So it's kind of flat, looks cool, and then mirror polish. I'm going to tell you, when I first got this, I wasn't excited about this part, but for like an Instagram junkie and a guy that likes taking pictures of just basically whatever's in my pocket and whatever I'm smoking that day because I'm a cigar smoker, this is amazing. It takes pictures very well, and I know that's not a really good reason to buy a knife that it takes pictures well, but it's definitely a benefit for me. Okay, so opened up, it's nice. It feels great in the hand. It has great ergonomics. I'm pushing, You can feel it doesn't feel like it's going to come down on me. And even if it does come down on me, boom, half stop again. So then we shut it. I'm going to tell you something that I saw, that the fit and finish is decent on this too. But another reason why I saw this, and I was like, man, that's really unique, is they put a red liner. Let me get my little black book here. If you can see between the bone and the bolster, like right here, pardon the chewed up fingernails, I work a very stressful job. And that red liner goes all the way around. And I thought that was really cool of them to do that. First of all, it's like a buckshot bone. It's kind of like a blood red liner. You can go back and, make up stories in your head about, whatever. Brings you back to like shooting rabbits with your grandpa. But what I liked is because it's kind of a modern touch to a very traditional looking knife. It's obviously dyed to look older, but it doesn't feel older. It really hits all the right places for me. It feels like an antique knife. It feels like I just pulled this off my grandfather's desk and I put it in my pocket. But then again, it also feels like I'm in the 21st century because I got a little touch of modern red right on the inside of that. I just love that little accent. Those little details are really nice, especially for a knife that's only 21 bucks, and that's with shipping. You can't really hate that. The fit and finish is pretty good. It's not perfect. But here's the thing about a Rough Rider knife. They're not going to be perfect. I have a few that, in my opinion, damn near perfect. And if you're that picky, just don't buy a Rough Rider knife. But there's a small, I don't know if you can see it, there's a small gapping issue right like here. But if you flip it over without the sunlight, you're not really seeing it. There's not much there. That's kind of nitpicky. I never felt like I was cheated out of any money. It is razor sharp. I use this knife. I think I've only sharpened it once, and that was just running it quick through a passer. And this is a 440A steel. I know we got some steel junkies in here, just like in every other knife group. I'm not a steel snob at all. For what I use a knife, I work at a hospital. For what I use a knife for is just basically cutting up envelopes and taking pictures, and they make me happy when they sit in my pocket. So I'm not a hard user knife. So 440A is just fine with me. And really, it reacts a whole lot like True Sharp from Case. At least they're telling me it's 440A. I still don't know what Case uses in their True Sharp. And if anybody knows, please comment on this. But let's see here. It's kind of thick paper, but that's pretty razor sharp, guys. I mean, let's see. I mean, for what we're using slip joint knives for, I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Opened up, it's a bigger knife, It feels like a bigger knife. But then closed, it sits in the pocket well. It's thinned down. It really hits all the points for me. I'm kind of obsessed with this knife. And if you don't like the white and you don't really like the Buckshot, they make this in a black. They have a black bone and copper bolsters. I have that one, but I'm not going to run inside either. Yeah, and that's it. That's my knife review for the Rough Rider Teardrop Jack in Buckshot. Hopefully you like this review. If you do, and you want me to do more, I'm more than happy to do this. As I said before, I really like this group. You guys are great people, and I like to contribute to it. So, with that being said, if you're interested in this, just search Rough Rider Buckshot Bone Teardrop Jack. Has a great spear point blade, half stops, super snappy. I think you'll like it a lot like tater tots. And if you don't, you'll only be out $20, and give it to a friend. All right, so there it is. Boom, there's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I was going to set that right there. That would have been a cool ending to this to this video. Ta-da! Alright guys, take care. Have a beautiful night, and hopefully you guys like this video. Bye!